Hi there. Um, if you're watching this video, that means that by the end of January, I did ended up back in India for, I think I'll be staying there for at least 6 months. So right now I'm in USA. I came to the States to start my master's in the fall 17. So I just completed my first semester and I did kind of good, but I was struggling with the programming part. So first, let me tell you something about myself. So, I am a master's student at Binghamton University. I'm majoring in computer science. So, I started my first semester in fall 17, and I did kind of okay, not so good. Uh, I understood all the parts that were being taught to me, but I was struggling with majorly the programming part because my programming was not so good. I was struggling with that part because in my undergrad, all I did was have fun, hang out with friends and stuff. So it was not so good for me. So I thought maybe taking a break from studies or just like taking a break and realizing like what should I do and what do I want in my future, because when I started applying for internships, I didn't get good response. I applied to about 200 companies, I think so, and I got most of them rejects. And the companies that I got selected into, I cleared the first round, the second round, and before the interview round, so they asked me to give my portfolio. That means that I should give them a link or something like that, my online profile, which shows that I have worked on these projects and I am really good at it. So for me, I had no projects, to be honest. I had no projects. And when this thing really hurts, because when you're sitting in a class and you're the person that gets everything, a person who understands most of the things. I'm not saying everything, right? Yeah, nobody gets everything. Yeah. So I was a person who used to understand stuff. I get everything the professors were teaching me, and those things I didn't understand, I went back home and I studied those things, so I got them. But when it came to practical implementation of those things, so that was theory part, right? I'm just good at theory, I understood those things. But when it came to practical implementation of the theory into a working model, into a programming language, either C, Java, C++, Python, whatnot, so I really struggled with that part because I didn't have good programming experience, and that's nobody's fault. It was my own fault. So I was thinking, like, in the middle of the semester, I went to my advisor and I had a talk with him. So I told him that I was not doing really great with my subjects because of the programming barrier. So he told me to pick up some online courses, and I did. I was learning Java, I was learning Python, and I was working on two different projects, one in Python and one in Java. But the thing is, like, if you start picking up a language and you really need to get into it, right? So you need to the thing with me was that when I started doing things, I first had to look up on the internet to find a solution so that I can work on the basis of that solution and build a base on that, and then do my implementation on that. So it didn't work out. It was not so good. And so I went to my advisor and he told me that maybe you should take up classes. So I sat in a class and it was really basic. It was not so good. So it didn't work out. I took up online classes. It was good, but I still was not good at submissions, because when I started working on it, I first had to review my programming skills, work on them, and then try to implement the project that was given to me. So it was not working out for me. So I again went to my advisor, and he told me that maybe I should take a semester break or a year off and like do an internship, work on some projects, build my profile and something like that. So I really thought into it. Then I searched on the web and there was nothing for international students who took a semester break, because I guess nobody did. So I don't know. Today is, yeah, so I don't know. I might end up back in India by the end of January to give myself a second chance and learn those things that I always wanted to, and build a profile and a portfolio that I can show up to a company that displays the actual knowledge that I do carry with myself, because I know I'm good. But being good is not good enough, maybe. Yeah, that's true. In the States, if you want to survive, if you want to live a good life, you need to have those skills that everyone's looking for. So the biggest question for me was, why would somebody hire me if I don't know the skills, if I don't have that skill set that they require? So I'm thinking about taking this break. So if this video goes online, you will probably know that I'll be in India. Obviously, I'm gonna post on Facebook or something like that, but I don't know. I think it's gonna be good if I go back for myself. My parents have worked really hard for this. You know, they really had. My my cousins, my family, my sisters, everyone, they all want me to succeed, and letting them down would be the biggest disappointment I'll ever carry in my life. So I don't want to do that. That's why my 6-year-old and 10-year-old nephews, they want they when I was in India in November, they told their mom that they want to go to school. They want to go to school and become something, so that they can go to USA or I don't know which country and become like me. Like I inspire them. Which felt like wow. But to be honest, I don't think I'm good enough myself. I really am not. But to give someone hope and to inspire someone, maybe even if it's a little kid or someone your age, that's a good thing to hear. That's a really good thing to hear. And for everyone and for myself, I'm gonna take a break, not a break exactly, but take a break from my studies in the university and actually build myself to be able enough to come back, hit an A grade in every subject, and prove myself that if I take a step and I stand on it, then it's my responsibility that I fulfill it and inspire more people and more people every day. So what I'm gonna do back in India, I don't know. I'll probably learn some languages, build up some projects. I have a few ideas, quite great ideas. If they get implemented, it's gonna be really good. So yeah, if you're watching this, I hope you get my story. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next one.